This week, we are discussing the impact of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in the African diaspora. I'm joined today by Dee Duncan, CEO of BTCKing LLC and USA Master Distributor for Pundi X Labs. Welcome to the show, Dee.
Thank you, brother. It's great to be here. It's an honor.
Absolutely. An honor to have you on the show, definitely. And me and you have talked a lot before. And just let the people know a little bit about your background in the crypto space and how you first got involved.
Sure. Yeah, I come from the financial services space many years ago, over 20 years ago, and I was in Mali, West Africa, in Bamako, on a music trip to learn more about West African music. This was in 2015, nice. And while I was there, a good friend of mine from Boston visited as well, and I hadn't seen him for a year, so I simply asked him, "What's new in your life?" And in 2015, that's when I learned about Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, love it. Shout out to Boston, very big Bitcoin community there. So not surprised there, but yeah. So we actually talked right before the show, and you said you're currently in Ghana as we speak. So what's the crypto scene like on the ground in Ghana right now?
Great question. Yes, I'm here in Accra, Ghana. I've been here since January, and we're working on several initiatives. But the number one initiative that we're working on is getting the legislative or crypto framework for innovative fintech companies to be able to have a safe harbor solution to apply for the sandbox that the Bank of Ghana announced earlier this year. And that is through MTech with Camille Cadet. And I wanted to thank her publicly for that. And I've seen it personally, the work that they're doing. And it's real, and it's definitely progressive to bring the application process from a 2-year process down to 2 weeks. That's what the technology of MTech is going to be able to do here on ground. There are many fintech companies waiting to onboard through the Sandbox program so that they can get regulatory licenses here in Ghana to function as a business. And I think this is the foundational groundwork that will lead and segue into more crypto adoption here in Ghana and ultimately throughout the region. Because as we know, Ghana is the epicenter of West Africa when it comes to commerce. And so as Ghana goes, so the rest of the continent follows. So it's a very exciting time to be here and work on these initiatives.
Absolutely. And I also want to shout out Camille Cadet, a good friend of mine as well. I know she's been doing work with you for a while, and you mentioned some of the innovative small businesses in fintech, and I'm guessing Pundi X is one of those businesses that you're referring to, being the master distributor. So just give us a little bit of background. How did you get involved with Pundi X, and what exactly are the services that they bring to the continent of Africa?
Sure. I found out about Pundi X late 2017, going into 2018. And what Pundi X is a blockchain point of sales ecosystem. They're a fintech company out of Singapore, rated by KPMG as one of the fastest growing fintech companies in the world. And they have a working product that is existing currently in 30 countries around the world. We have a blockchain point of sale solution that allows merchants and even governments to deploy cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, safely to its community and also accept payments via the same system. We have a different version now. This is the version that we have been working on. This device here is an all-in-one solution. It does traditional payments in the form of Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, Google Pay, Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, and we want to thank our partner WorldPay by Fist Global that handles those transactions, and also 21 different cryptocurrencies all in one device. This is the first time that this has actually happened in the world. And so we're looking to deploy these devices legally here in the West African market at the proper time.
Absolutely. And because you have a point of sale system and people have, basically discussed should they spend cryptocurrencies because of, some of the volatility in price? Is that a concern that you've seen in the African countries that you visited? Or is that a non-starter? Is it, more of a thing where it's, hey, the volatility is less than here. So, let us know, exactly how do you think about it in that realm?
Well, the system is designed in a way to protect the merchant. So as these cryptocurrency transactions are coming in, the payments are converted to a stable coin. You also, as a user, customer, have the ability to spend stable coin in the form of USDT or make a MakerDAO's DAI instead of selling your Bitcoin or spending your Bitcoin at the retail space.
Absolutely. So in times of volatility, you can use a more stable currency as you wish, or you can use cryptocurrency. You know, you made a large profit. Hey, I want to spend because maybe you get a discount, right? So good. That's good to hear. And you all actually made news in 2018 because of the point of sale system in Nigeria, which is known as top 3 in transactions. What has it been like in Nigeria with that point of sale system and Pundi X?
Well, you know, we started out there, and as we all know, in West Africa, the central bank in Nigeria kind of put the kibosh on crypto and banks, and so because of Pundi X's regulatory stance being in Singapore, they're super compliant, so they have to shut down or pause transactions until the Central Bank of Nigeria gives permission again.
Oh, yeah. And that's sort of what I wanted to ask next. Do you have any concerns about the regulatory environment in certain countries, or do you think they're sort of taking the China route and they're just banning it until they can understand it and then bring it back later? What do you think?
I feel as though Bitcoin is a real threat to the Nigerian market in the form of Naira, right? I see it firsthand here. People prefer to use Bitcoin instead of the Nigerian Naira, and the less usage that you use of a currency, you know, Zay, that's a real problem for a central bank. And so they're trying to figure out, okay, we understand crypto. We've been to plenty of meetups. We met with some of the brightest minds in Nigeria that are in the tech blockchain space. We just need to figure out how we take care of home as a regulator. And I think that's really the response that the central bank is pushing right now. What is the answer? The answer is fix the underlying problem with the Naira. It's not Bitcoin's fault. It's the problem with the Naira.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as we know, Bitcoin didn't cause the problems, but it's here to solve it. And, you know, like you said, you have to fix the Naira. Absolutely. And, you know, I'm glad that you stated that, because some people don't know, you know, $1 was $1 Naira at one point. And I believe at one point, and then I believe the exchange now is 400 Naira to $1, something around
510 as of today.
510. See, and I was trying to give it benefit of the doubt. So it's one of those things. And I think that's great that you say that, because I think in America, we get spoiled with a quote unquote stable currency. We don't understand in other countries that this is needed far beyond some investment that you can make money off of, or, you know, some moon coin that goes somewhere. We actually have a use case. So yeah, I'm definitely glad you brought that up. So looking forward to the future, let's say the year 2040, about 20 years from now, where do you see the future of cryptocurrency in the African diaspora?
You know, I believe that cryptocurrency will be widely used. The central bankers by that time should have regulatory framework widely accepted throughout the major parts of the continent. And I wouldn't be surprised to see central bank digital currencies being used on the continent to basically progress forward. There is a huge push, I have to mention, that the African Union project, to where if all 52 countries are looking to unify their initiatives in the form of trade between all 52 nations here in Africa. And I believe that cryptocurrency will play a huge role in the remittance space when you're talking about cross-border payments to different countries to pay for goods and services of big proportions. So, and then you also have the retail usage of going into your mom and pop stores, your movie theaters, your hotels. I really believe that cryptocurrency can take the role of regular payments here in the continent of Africa.
Oh, yeah. And I definitely see that future as well. I believe that the use cases are just getting started. And, you know, just to end off here, if you had to give the top 5 countries for people to visit as far as active in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency space. Let us know your top 5 so that our viewers can hopefully visit at some point and build that Bitcoin community in those countries as well.
Sure. I would say obviously Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, Kenya.
Oh yeah, Kenya.
Yes, Kenya.
Kenya is interesting because Senegal as well. Nice. Yeah, and I would say Kenya is interesting. I'm glad you brought that up because when I say Kenya to a lot of people in America, they're like, Kenya, really? And I'm like, you don't understand. Kenya is with M-Pesa has moved forward a lot faster than you think, and a lot of the developers are going to eat your lunch because you don't see them coming. So yes, right. Kenya, Senegal, yeah, absolutely.
What I would say to that, in reference to Kenya, Nairobi is a huge tech hub, just like Silicon Valley was. You have IBM there. They have their own development team for IBM in Nairobi, Kenya. So, Kenya definitely has some amazing devs there and very smart, sharp people that would love technology. So, yeah, definitely Kenya. Keep your eyes out for them.